Alright, what's good? It's real late right now. It's 1:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm kind of faded. Been drinking beer all night. Actually bumping DMX the Convo right now, man. It's 2019, and I remember, God, it must have been 20 years ago that this came out, and I was vibing to this album, man. This DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot was my favorite album, and I'm blown away even now, 20 years later, by how good it is. I think I was like, man, I must have been 15, 16 when I bought this album. It must have been like 98. I think 98 is when it came out. So I bought it like right when it came out, and it had this little what came with it? It came with an extra album. I think it came with an Onyx album, something like that. It was crazy. Like I bought the DMX album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and they gave me a Onyx album, and I forget what album that was, but it was pretty good. Onyx is never really my thing. It was never really my vibe. It was a little too hardcore, a little too East Coast, in your face type of shit. But DMX is so good, man, and this album is just so good. And I forgot how good it was, and I think it was #1 on all the charts that year, as well as his next album. I think he dropped 2 albums in 1 year, and they both went #1. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm just vibing, chilling, drinking, and I wanted to do a little review on this Montblanc Legend Spirit. So I picked this up on a whim online, and it was like $18 for like a 1 ouncer. I wish I would have got the 1.7 because it's like $5 more. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I got the 1 ounce, and it's pretty good. So it reminds me of Paco Rabanne Invictus. I might have to pick up Invictus soon because this is a good one, man. I really like it. It's very aquatic. People say it's woody, but I don't know if I get that. I don't know how much woodiness I get from this, but I guess maybe. Mostly I just get aquatic. I get aquatic and I get sweet. So I think this is a really safe blind buy. But again, like I said for my other reviews, it's Montblanc, and it's gonna be a skin scent in about 25 minutes. So what I'm learning by buying all these cheap colognes, these little $20 colognes, is that the dry down is there's no projection, man. So I might have to go ahead and pick up Invictus. I forgot how good it was. I tried it at the store, and I was like, yeah, this is really good. I couldn't stop smelling it. There's a few others that I tried, like Paco Rabanne 1 Million, and what else did I try? There's a few others that I tried. But I think I'm gonna get 1 Million soon too. I'm tired of these clones, man. I think I might be done on these clones because Train Nuit is just not popping. It smells good, but you just can't. I mean, it actually smells a little synthetic. It smells a little cheap, but you just can't. You can't get it. There's no projection. So I am a fan of Montblanc, though. I'm a fan of this house. I like Montblanc more than I like Armaf so far. I'm probably gonna shell out for a few more Armafs just to take away the shadow of the doubt that they all mostly smell cheap. Said it before. I like Le Parfait. I think Le Parfait is a pretty special one. It's a gem. But Train Nuit was disappointing. Derby Clubhouse Blanche was fairly disappointing as well. Just the dry down is bad, man. So I'm 1 for 3 on Armaf, and Montblanc is 3 for 3. I really like Individual. I really like Starwalker, and now I really like Legend Spirit. Only problem is, it just disappears, man. It disappears after about. I've had it on for maybe 40 minutes now, and I can't even smell it anymore, which sucks, right? So in a way, I'm glad that I got the 1 ouncer and not anything beyond that. But at the same time, I feel like it reminds me of Invictus. I'm even thinking about getting Invictus Aqua. I'm not sure. People say Invictus Aqua is super bomb, but I already felt like Invictus was an aqua smelling without, you know, whatever else the new formulation they did to it. So I'm kind of thinking like now I'm sort of starting to rethink my whole plan from the my little perfume collection, cologne collection. I'm starting to rethink it a little bit, and I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to steer away from buying the cheapies. I still think I'm going to pick up Montblanc Presence, and I'm going to pick up Montblanc Legend Night. I don't know how Montblanc Legend smells or Legend Intense. I've heard good things about Legend Intense. Might be a better option to pick up the Intense because it might have better projection. Like I said, I'm more getting into this, like, I really want something to project. That's what I'm learning as I'm advancing in my collection. I'm learning that I want something to project. If it's not projecting, what's the point? Like, okay, I get a good smell for a half an hour. What am I going to do? Keep applying this cologne over and over again every half an hour? Eventually, I don't know what the hell I'm going to smell like. Smell bad or something. So it's like, if it dries down to nothing in less than an hour, what's the point of buying it? I just don't understand. So I might have to start shelling out more for more expensive colognes. I am curious about the House of Versace, which is another kind of cologne house. There's a few more from Armaf, like I said, like Ventana, Boy Nuit. I'm thinking about Warrior, thinking about El Cielo, I think it is, and then Voyage Blue. So there's a few which are like Bleu de Chanel colognes, Dior Sauvage cologne. I think Ventana is a Sauvage cologne. I think Voyage Blue is a Bleu de Chanel clone. Warrior is a clone of Bond No. 9, New York. So I'm thinking about getting these. Thinking about picking these guys up just to see what those other ones smell like. Because I'm definitely not gonna. And I think Boy Nuit is a La Nuit de l'Homme from Yves. So I don't know how the fuck to say that, but anyway. So I'm thinking that I can pick these up to see what those other ones smell like. Because there's no way I'm gonna shell out like $70 for Dior Sauvage, or La Nuit. It's like $60-$70. Bleu de Chanel, again, they're all like $60-$70, and it's like, I don't know, is it worth it? Do they project? If they project well for a long period of time, maybe it's worth it. I'm not sure. Maybe in a year or so I'll be at that point where I'm like, yeah, man, I want to pick up these more expensive colognes because they project more. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go with this cologne collection, because I got a lot of other things that I'm looking to pick up and buy, such as camera gear and things like that. So I'm really not sure how far I'm going to go into this, and we'll see how well this fragrance channel does. If I get it popping off, we'll see. I was a month ago I was really hyped. I was like, yeah, cologne, and now that I go on the cologne sites, and I've heard the reviews by all the most popular cologne reviewers, and they're hyping Armaf and they're hyping these Montblancs and stuff like that. I'm starting to feel like, you know what? I don't know if this is for me, because these guys are saying this stuff is super great and stuff, and I'm buying it. And it's like, there goes $60 on, a bunch of colognes that don't even project. So it's like, shit, do I really want to keep doing this? I don't know. Maybe I would do it just to tell the truth, because I don't think a lot of people out there are really telling the truth. The truth is, these things don't project, man. That's just the truth. The ones that I have in my collection that do project are like Aqua de Gio, Jimmy Choo Man, Lucky No. 6. Montblanc Individuel projects okay, but still it is better than the rest, but it becomes a skin scent in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Montblanc Star Walker becomes a skin scent in like 45 minutes. Montblanc Legend Spirit became a skin scent. I can't even smell it anymore. In like less than 25 minutes, or maybe it was like 30 minutes. So from the House of Montblanc, Individuel is the one that projects the best, but even then it doesn't project longer than 2 hours. Aqua de Gio, I get like 4 hours of projection from that, but also it gives me a headache. Jimmy Choo Man Intense, same thing. I get like 4 hours of projection, but it gives me a headache. Lucky Number 6 does not give me a headache, and it projects pretty darn well. So I'm pretty impressed with Lucky Number 6, even though it's a very common scent, kind of mall scent. The rest of them are just like Le Parfait, Insurrection Pure 2, Versace Eros, Versace Pour Homme. These are all ones that I have in my collection so far, and they're all just kind of like meh, they're good. But you know, the Armafs don't project. Insurrection 2, actually Le Parfait does project. I will say that. I will say that Le Parfait is probably one of my best projectors. I don't know why, but it smells really good on me all day long. And the Aventus Dry Down is pretty good, so I don't know, that's just a special one. Insurrection Pure 2 projects for about 3 or 4 hours pretty well, honestly. It's pretty good. I was thinking about buying something from that house, Rayon Insurrection Wild, and then Rayon Insurrection Night or something like that. But I was kind of hesitant to pull the trigger. I might pick up the Wild. I've heard bad things about the Night, but I don't know. We'll see. If you guys know anything about that, drop it down. Drop down your comment. But the rest of them, I don't know. They're kind of just meh. So I'm spending a lot of money here on colognes that are kind of meh. They don't project, and I'm like, oh man, what am I doing here? What am I doing with my life? I need some stuff that smells good. So what I know that smells good that's going to project is probably Paco Rabanne Invictus, Paco Rabanne 1 Million. Thinking about Bulgari Aqua. Hugo Boss, the scent Private Accord. Obviously Acqua di Gio Profumo, but it's expensive as hell. So yeah, man, that's about it. Like, I really am not that impressed with Montblanc Legend Spirit as far as the projection goes, but I will say that it smells bomb. It smells super fresh and aquatic. Doesn't smell vanilla-y or lavender or anything like that to me, and I don't get any woodiness out of it either. It just smells aqua as hell, man. Very, very sweet. Not really floral, but just straight up aqua. It really smells a lot like Invictus, but it doesn't project like Invictus. So I don't know. I might just chill on the 1 ounce that I got. But I will say I am really impressed with Montblanc Starwalker. I really like Starwalker and Individual. I think they're very unique scents, but again, they just don't project. So unless you're going to be cuddling with somebody, there's really no great benefit. Like, I wouldn't say run out and blind buy these, because they're not going to project very well unless you're spraying them every 2 hours on yourself. So is what it is, man. All right, that's my review on Montblanc Legend Spirit. Thanks for listening. Peace.